Thank you. Was that really me? Ooh, where'd you get the video with the glasses? You have no idea of how proud and honored and very privileged I feel to be a member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame's class of 1994. You know, I've often said that success means nothing unless you have someone to share it with, and I feel very fortunate tonight to have my wonderful family, great friends, and even my colleagues that came all the way up to Springfield to share in this very special event, so thank you. As I reflect back on my career, I have to tell you, it wasn't easy being a female athlete in a sport dominated by males. Oftentimes, it was a struggle, at best. Women weren't supposed to play basketball. It was unfeminine. It was unladylike. But I'm glad I really didn't buy into any of those archaic theories, because tonight is what the struggle was worth. It was worth it to make it here. My journey took me here to the Hall of Fame, so I'm glad I fought that struggle. Certainly, there were many people along the way that contributed to my success. I'd like to take just a few minutes and recognize some of them. First and foremost, most definitely have to be my parents. The saddest thing for me this evening really is not to have my father here to share in this very special evening, because he died several years ago, but let me tell you, he would have been the proudest guy in this arena. He was my biggest fan. I was his little girl. And Dad, you know, this night belongs as much to you as it does to me. My mother is here. Grace, you want to wave? My parents were nothing less than supportive. They were with me for the highs and the lows, the tears of joy, the tears of disappointment. But really, it was what they didn't say that was most important rather than what they said. They didn't say that girls shouldn't be playing basketball. They didn't say they wish they had a son. They didn't say they were ashamed of the little girl out playing basketball. They did nothing but offer me encouragement and urge me to be the very best I could ever be. And when I came back home, I better have beaten the boys. Mikey Bontempo is not here tonight, but he's a true blue friend of mine forever. I can remember countless hours at the courts down in Cranford, New Jersey, where I grew up, just playing basketball, practice, 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 rebounding, passing, shooting. Well, Mikey was rebounding and passing. I was shooting. Thank God he never liked to shoot. Some of the finest, really, memories that I have come from my four-year experience at Montclair State College, now university. And I'd just like to thank the faculty and administration, coaching staff, and all the people from Montclair that supported me along the way. I hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. But particularly an individual who was the associate AD at the time, Donna Olson. She always found a way to get it done, despite the circumstances. Her dedication and commitment at a time when women's basketball had no money will never be forgotten. So, Donna, thank you. I also, at Montclair, I had the great honor of playing for a wonderful coaching staff, probably, in my opinion, one of the finest coaching staffs ever, male or female. Maureen Wendelkin, her husband Johnny W., and Charlie DiPaolo had a kind of coaching style that really gave me the liberties to reach my full potential as a player. They had undying confidence in me, and I could always be guaranteed that when the game got close, they'd call number 12. And really, that was a lesson in thriving under the pressure, which has proven to be very beneficial to me, both on the court and later in my business career here. So to Mac, Johnny W., and Charlie, it was an honor to play for you. Certainly, we all know that basketball, men's or women's, is a game of 5-player. I was fortunate enough to receive a lot of the headlines, a lot of the notoriety and whatnot, but it was my teammates that really helped me get here. So I'd like to thank every single teammate I've ever played with at every single level, whether it was in the playgrounds or it was international, whether it was in the gyms at Montclair, at any level, thank you. But particularly, my teammates at Montclair State College. In an era when there was no women's basketball that really had money, and we were a Division III school at the time playing a Division I schedule, my teammates dedicated the senior year to me, and we made it to the Final Four, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful year that I will never forget. So thanks for contributing to probably my most cherished memories. They say that you go through life and you have a lot of acquaintances. But very seldom do you have good friends. Well, I have to tell you that I have wonderful, wonderful friends. And there's three that I have to single out because they have supported me everywhere. Wherever I've traveled, they've come to see me play. Kathy, Joni, and Joyce. You guys really just taught me the lesson in humility. To you, I was just Carol. You never let my success get in the way of our friendship. So to you guys, thank you. And finally, I'd just like to say, because I'm approaching my 4-minute time, which I'm probably over, but finally I'd just like to say that I've always believed women's basketball had a great product. But what good is a great product if no one knows about it? So on behalf of women's basketball and myself personally, I have to thank the media for helping to spotlight a sport that had to scrap for every inch of coverage. And there were a couple individuals that were really key in that era of the early 70s and into the 80s, and it was Mel Greenberg, Carol Hodes, Mike Moretti, and Jerry Eisenberg. So to the media, women's basketball is very much indebted to you. Yes, we have a long way to go, but we're grateful for the growth, and it's duly because of you. In closing, I would just like to say that basketball has given me more than I could have ever dreamed of. But most importantly, it's given me the opportunity to make a difference. To make a difference not only in the course of basketball history, but also to make a difference in a person's individual life. I never had a role model when I grew up, and hopefully someday I can be a great example to a young lady who someday shares the same aspirations and dreams and goals that I once had when I was a kid, and I can confirm to them that dreams do come true. I'm living proof. So, to all my classmates, congratulations. I know you're as proud as I am. To Annie Myers, thanks for traveling all the way out here to escort me, and together we made history. You're a great competitor, a great teammate. Most importantly, you're a great friend. And to everybody here, thanks for your support. To the Hall of Fame, I had a wonderful weekend. I'll never forget it. And thank you for making me a member of your family. God bless you.